Have you felt like you're at the end of the road, that you've tried everything but nothing works? Or well, you're in luck today, because today we're talking about feeling like you're at the end of the road when you actually not. Hi there, my name is Sophie Sitole, your life coach, business coach, and motivational speaker. I'm your passionate mentor for the youth and young adults. I help you brighten up your light that already exists. In today's video, we're going to be talking about feeling like you're at the end of the road when you're actually not. But because I'm your favorite motivational speaker, I'm going to tell you all about it as to how you can navigate yourself when you're feeling like that. Since we all know that life has a way of throwing challenges at us, you can easily feel like you're at the end of the road. You feel like you've exhausted all the options that you thought you had. You feel like you've even frustrated to a point that you don't know what else to do. Let me tell you, you actually haven't exhausted all your options. There's still more. It just feels like it, but actually it's not. The magical thing that you can do is just to simply talk to someone, and to your surprise, you will find that there is a solution right there. So once you start giving your problem to someone, then you will be able to figure out that actually there is a solution. Since life has a way of throwing challenges at us, and life has a way of actually testing us to see how strong we are, there's always going to be a point where you feel like there's challenges after challenges. You feel like when you think you're going through this, and life throws something else at you to a point that you feel like now you're at the end of it. Let me tell you, you're actually not. You are instead at the point where you're actually diverting your life. You actually just turning on a new page. You're just removing the old stuff and starting on with a new leaf. So by so doing, you will realize that actually there is something. Like, for example, how many times have you heard or seen people who would be telling you that I found this job when I felt like there's no any other thing for me? Like, how many times have you seen, or it could even be you, where you feel like you were actually just applying for the job because they say there is a job opening, and only to find that, to your surprise, you actually been called for an interview and you end up nailing that job. So that's how life works. Just when we think that we're at the end of it and we've been thrown actually with all sorts of tests and all sorts of challenges that life can throw at us, just always remember, life is about to turn a new leaf for you, and life is just about to change completely so for you. So always remind yourself that you are just at the verge of changing, just at the verge of changing your life completely and starting out from the beginning. With that said, I just want to say to you, every time when you feel like you're at the end of the road, just ask yourself this question: what is the one option that you haven't tried? Think of the ways that you haven't tried to get your breakthrough. Look at the options that you haven't exhausted to actually get what you're looking for. And I just want to remind you that all these roadblocks that we're coming across on the road, remember, they're not there to block us completely. They're just there to force us so that we can push further. They're there to help you exactly find your strength where it's lying, so that you can get your breakthrough, and so that you can pull through and get all the options that you have. Because just when you think that you have exhausted all your options, just when I say to you, you haven't. There's actually that one that you're gonna try out and actually get on the other side, where you're gonna be starting over. Because when you think that you're at the end of the road, I want to tell you today that you actually not. You are just at the new beginning of your life where everything's gonna change completely and things are gonna be different for you. So you just need to look at the things that you haven't exhausted. And then again, when you're at that point, it's very easy to start feeling negative. It's very easy to start feeling like all the negative thoughts that you have are actually making sense. Instead, just sit and ask yourself, what is it that I haven't done? Instead of actually telling yourself that you have done everything that there is to do in your power. Rather, ask yourself, what is it that I haven't done, and what is it that I can do differently this time so that you can get that breakthrough that you have. With that said, I just want to ask you, please go to the comment fields and write for me, what is it that you're going to do differently today so that you can get your breakthrough at the end. Furthermore, I just want to say to you, all our strength are lying at the point where we feel like we are actually at the end of the road. That's where your starting point is, because you feeling like you're at the end of the road, but actually you're not. You're just at a new beginning of your life, new beginning of the new road that you're supposed to be turning. Because that's where your life is supposed to, or it's rather meant to change, so that you can start with the new beginning and move on and do things differently. Because all along you were just going through a learning curve. All along you were just being trained for better things that are to come in your life. With that said, please remember to like the video, share and subscribe. And I just want to say to you, remember, you can shine bright and out.